Alright, last episode of the night. Big Ol' on Campus. Season 3, episode 10. Very Pale Rider. This is a D&D style role-playing episode. In a way of sorts. Merton is playing a role-playing game with Tommy and Lori called Dragon Quest or something Quest, and he's good at it, but Tommy and Lori are not. They're just like you're not into it. Turns out though that this is secretly not just a role-playing game, but a parallel universe that exists. A village of women are in trouble from what's called a Shredderak, which is attacking their village. And so one of the women jump over to our world, or this dimension, to get Thundar, which is Merton's role-playing name, to stop the Shredderak. He thinks it's all, fun and games, like a LARP type situation. Turns out to be real, and that's when shit hits the fan and he needs to get Tommy. However, Tommy is embroiled in a subplot where he needs to come up with a new subject for his historical character, like a historical person of the 20th century, which hinted the fact that this is still 1999, because at this point we were in the 21st century. So unless it was, it would make sense though, 20th century, because the 21st century just started. So, but they don't ever mention what year it is in this show. Excuse me. And after he is told he can't do John Iway for the umpteenth millionth time, he has to pick someone else, which he says he's going to be Adam Sandler. So he asks Dean, who's back again. Yes, if you can watch The Waterboy, but Dean has uncovered a all-Indian or Hindu, whatever, all-Indian channel, thanks to the new satellite dish, and they're going to watch Gandhi on it. I believe is the movie starring Ben Kingsley, who I don't think was Indian, but, Tommy just looked like him too, so brown face, whatever you want to say. But yeah, because of this, he decides he wants to live the ways of Gandhi and be a pacifist and not fight and all that stuff, and walk around in a diaper, or whatever you call that towel thing wrapped around him. Yeah. It's a subplot that I understand the point of teaching people, it's not violence is not always the answer, but in the end, it just, again, serves to stretch out the time, because if Tommy was not practicing this, he would have showed up and kicked the Shredderak's butt, and the episode would be done, because he's got to be all Gandhi and practice that. It's stretches it out. Also, we see Timmy Eckert again, who's picking on someone for being a nerd. Hey, nerd, you do nerd. He's like, what? Hey, lay off. He was doing nerd things. And they do mention that Travis picked up a trade. I thought he was at trade school. I don't know. They do mention Travis not being there. I don't know. I guess I didn't remember them talking about it like at all, but yeah, so Merton is transported to this alternate universe using this necklace medallion thing. And, but she covers his face. But then they go to get Tommy, who is sitting there meditating in his diaper. And then he tries to be like Gandhi and says, we just have to give him what he wants. And so the Shredderak wants the necklace. So he gives the Shredderak the necklace, and he beep boop teleports into Pleasantville. yeah, that's stupid. He goes, oh, yeah, we just go get him. Oh, that's a good idea, Tommy, but that's the only way to get there. So, how do they get the necklace back? Well, turns out that the people of this alternate universe play a game called Wolf Quest, which is just, just like whatever quest, but with our world. And there's Tommy, Lori, and Merton there, and they never question out Merton, how Thundar looks just like little Merton from the damn. No. They control the Lori on the dice to get the moves done. See if you can grab the necklace. You did it. Now let's see if you can push the button. You did it. And now Lori is there, and then they push the button, go back, and Tommy defeats the Shredderack with help from Lori, and he tries to, but it's indestructible. So Merton says you can only get it with this special move, which Merton's the only one that can do it. So he throws Merton at him, and he's able to do it, and defeats him. But they praise Tommy. To be fair, he is the one that threw Merton at it, but still. And Merton admonishes Tommy for not letting him go for a weekend getaway with a village full of women. But and Tommy gets his first A+. I don't believe for a second would be his first one because he's on a football team. And they do show a bit of football. Wait a minute, how's our football? We were told season 2 premiere was the last game of the season, although the time frame of when this takes place fluctuates so much. But it was just a quick, I'm used to playing on this kind of a field, and then cuts to them playing the role-playing game. So it was just for reference. But this episode was fine. Not much to say unlike the previous episode, but it was fine for what it was. I never really been into D&D. I used to play card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. But I never got into D&D. Closest I did was Dungeon Dice Monsters, which was close to that, I think. Or at least attempted to be. It was a spin-off of Yu-Gi-Oh! That didn't do as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! But, it was fine for what it was. But yeah, just like this episode, it was fine for what it was, but it's one I've seen multiple times, but not one that I'm dying to go back to. Season 3 has some weird episodes, as you've already seen, and they ain't getting any less weird, let me tell you. But I'm done for the night, folks. I will do the last 11 tomorrow and knock this out, and then I will announce my next small project before I go on to a bigger project, which is probably just going to be in April anyway. So, I might do another smaller thing, but I think I like a week or two before April comes. But, so yeah, that's it. See ya.